here that we're in for some discomfort with the ears. Is that correct? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that. Just as you do that, I'm going to take a look here. Okay, not touching yet, just looking, seeing what we've got going on here. Okay, and on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the most uncomfortable you've ever been, and 1 being no discomfort at all, how uncomfortable has this been? I see. Okay, well, I would love to start by just doing a little bit of palpation here, of taking a little bit of a better look at the ears. So actually, let me grab my otoscope and we'll get some light here. And we can just look at the ear and feel around. Is this painful or tender at all? Okay. And let's just look at the other side here. Again, no pain or tenderness here. A little bit. Okay. I wonder, let's just take a look. What's that? Okay, well, looks like you had a little pencil tucked behind the ear, so that little bit of poking might have been from that. Okay, so if I feel around the ears, is that a little bit better? It is. Okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just check on the other side here. So let's go ahead and look behind and... You had a comb behind this one. Righty. Well, I think that maybe some of your issue here were the couple of forgotten objects behind the ear. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Is it? Okay, so the outside is a bit better, but you are still experiencing discomfort inside the ear. Okay, well, this is where we bring in the otoscope. And we're just going to take a little look and see if we can find anything in particular. Sometimes we can have impactions, we can check for infection, we'll see if the tympanic membrane is irritated at all. We'll see what we can do. So, let's go ahead and take a look right in here. And that looks a bit, well, congested, I suppose, is one word for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just check the other side. That was weird. Okay, so pull up and back, and then just can't even see the tympanic membrane. And it looks pretty irritated here. So I can't even really use the otoscope right now. So I think maybe we need to do a bit of removal to start, and maybe bit by bit we can get a better look with the otoscope. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start on one side, do some removal, see what we get, and then try to get a better look with the otoscope and see if we got everything. All right? Okay, so I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna move over, just bring my stuff. I've got a little metal tweezer and just a little paper towel here to wipe off the tweezer and the otoscope, of course. So let me go ahead and get started in here. So I'm just going to take a little look around in here. See what we can get out of here. Oh, I'm seeing something right from the get-go. Let me just wipe off our tweezers here, and that'll give us a bit of a better grip on things, but it looks like maybe we've got a little bit of cotton here, a little cotton wisp. Do you put cotton buds inside the ears? Have you in the past? Okay, yeah, because it was really irritating there. I understand that. I just, it looks like some of that got stuck in there. So maybe in the future we don't want to do that. Just these little wisps of cotton here. Okay, that one's really stuck in there. Kind of broken apart, but it's better than what we had. There's that other little bit. Okay, let me clean that off. And then maybe get that was a big bit. This stuff is just really stubborn. Okay, I don't know how many cotton buds you went through, but this is kind of a lot here. Okay. piece. I think we're getting to the end of that. Yep. Let me see if there's any more to get. Okay. That looks like the end of that, so let's see if that was what was causing our issue. Not really seeing much. Let me just clean this off. That could be part of it. Okay. And no, actually. What is that? That's kind of weird. Is that an ear seed? Did you have any ear seeding done recently? Not for a while? Well, I guess that did not fall off of its own accord, and instead fell in the ear. Okay. Let's see what else. Good. There's another one. These aren't even sticky anymore. The glue is fairly desiccated, so that's kind of weird. Alright. That one doesn't even have a seed on it. I wonder if we'll find that later. Okay. Alright, that looks like it's probably the last one. So let's just go ahead and keep looking here. Doesn't look too terrible, except there's that's different. There's that little bit. It seems to be just this little bit of plastic. That doesn't belong in there. Let's try to get that out. I don't think I even want to know. Alright, let's go back in. I'll just keep poking around. Yeah, it's no wonder you've been experiencing some discomfort here. This is pretty back to full in there. Okay, and see if there are any last. Yep, there's a little bit left. Okay, I suspect that that's not the end of that, but I would like to try your other ear and see if maybe that one's a little bit better. Go ahead and switch to this other side here. Okay, so I gotta admit I'm a little, I have some trepidation, if you will. I'm curious to see what we'll find in here. Because, I mean, you know, the cotton wisps, that makes sense, but bits of plastic, I mean, you know, even the ear seeds, I could see one, but multiple, that's kind of a lot. Just gonna take a little look in here and see. Okay, so I definitely see something there. Let me just clean this off. I can get some better access there, and then let me see if I can just get in there, and then maybe a bobby pin. What's a bobby pin doing in there? Okay, well, hopefully that was just a one-off. No, it wasn't. What else is in there? Two bobby pins. Alright, well, that's fine. Really it is. We'll just see if we can get any of the other little bits. And then we can just... Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Let's see, I'm just going to clean that up, and we'll go from there. Just going to try to get these little bits. Wax paper. I'm a little impressed, actually, between the plastic wrap and the ear seeds and all the, I mean, really at some point it's just kind of a talent, isn't it? We'll get it all out. We'll make sure that everything feels a lot better. These because these are fairly big pieces, it was a lot harder to get the bits of plastic. That was kind of a nightmare. As I say that, there we go. Alright, that should be it. I hope. Let's just kind of look around a bit more. There's definitely, there is something that is really lodged in there. Something quite large. I mean, even bigger than those pins. Let me clean this off and get a little bit more of a handle on that. And we'll see what we can get. Just taking a little peek here. I think that maybe I can touch it, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to grab it. It's a little difficult here. There we go. I think if I just grab onto that, maybe just is that the classic 2010 Big Time Rush BTR album in your ear? How did you get that in there? Are you a Big Time Rush fan? Oh, that makes it weirder. Okay, well, I think after that, maybe that was the big thing that was blocking everything. So let's try to take a peek, shall we? So, let's look around inside the ear. I'm just gonna readjust a bit. There we go. I still really can't see that. That just didn't even really make a dent. Okay. I thought that maybe this side would be better than this side, but I think I was mistaken. So maybe it would be advantageous to just come back here where it was a little easier. So let's go ahead and we'll just switch. Alright. Let's go ahead and just take another look. The other side was not really any better than this side, so we're going to see what's going on here. I think that you are really going to feel quite better when we get everything all pulled out of the ears. So I get that. A little difficult. No, no. I think I got a hold of it. What's that doing in there? Really? Oh, paintbrush. I mean, I guess it's certainly no Big Time Rush's 2010 release BTR, but certainly did not belong in your ears. Do you even want this back? You don't even know where it came from. Okay. Okay, well, there's that. There's that. Alright, just looking around. I'm hoping that's it, but I kind of doubt it. Alright, so let me see here. Okay. What is that? Can I even? Okay, this is ridiculous. What? Okay, I'm just gonna hold your head here, get some leverage. All right. Really? Where did this come from? Do you need this for anything? I probably wouldn't use it. It's got kind of a textured quality to it. Holds on to things quite a bit. Alright. Hopefully that was the last surprise, because I don't know how you would have anything else in here. Just gonna kind of pick through here, and I'm not seeing anything right off the bat, so why don't I grab, there we go, my otoscope. Let's clean off the tweezer. Clean that off. And take a little look here and see if there is anything else hiding in there at all. Okay. Oh, no. What is that? something else in there. So let's grab the tweezers and just see where that takes us, I suppose. So it was pretty far back. I hope that we are actually getting towards the end of finding things. Although I'm not super confident about that. So I see some blue plastic there. Let's see. Can we get in there a little bit better? What is that? Is this? A model of human teeth with the plastic covering and everything. I've actually done pretty well. It's pretty good. But why? Why is that? Okay. Well, let's see if maybe that was it. Okay. So we're gonna take just a little look around. See. No, we're not done. So we're gonna take a little break from this side and we're just gonna flip over to the other side and see what kind of goodies we find in that side. Well, I thought the Big Time Rush album was weird, but the tooth model was also weird. So let's see what else we've got going on in here. I know that there was something, again, rather big blocking the ear canal from before that was not alleviated by removing the CD. So I wonder what else we had going on. I can feel something there. Not really sure what that is. Can't really get a good grip either. Or maybe it's a mini hairbrush, complete with little hairs too. I sure hope these are yours. Otherwise, I don't know what I would do if I found a hairbrush with someone else's hairs in them, in my ear. Clean that up a bit. I mean, if you want to keep the hairbrush, I suppose. I'm not sure if that's something you want to do. Looks like a nice one. A little bit of wood. Even the little bristles. These look like wood. Oh, that's up to you, I suppose. Alright. Back to it. Alright, what do we got going on? What do we see in here? Is this painful at all? Okay, it's getting a little bit better. That's good. That's good. I mean, we've managed to pull out quite a bit of things, so I hope that it is getting better. And then, okay, we've got something else. I'm not really sure how to grab onto that one. Maybe just like that, and then the 1995 cult classic Empire Records. I mean, great taste, but that's not exactly what I would call, like, a safe place to keep this. Special fan edition. Interesting. Okay. I'm not even going to pretend like that's surprising anymore. Well, after that, I feel like probably there's nothing else in there. Let's go ahead and look. I feel like maybe I'm kind of setting myself up for failure, though. So, yeah, no. We do definitely get a little bit more of the tympanic membrane, but it's definitely not fully visible. I can't see. Or rather, we've got more of the ear canal, but none of the tympanic membrane. Yeah, no. Okay. So a little bit more digging. We'll see if there's anything left that is more surprising than the CDs and the DVDs. Okay. This side here might be a little bit easier, a bit better to maneuver. Maneuver is an interesting word, isn't it? One of the French loan words, isn't it? Well, I mean, maneuver. Yes, of course it is. Just we have so many. There we are. So, I think maybe yep, I got that. Okay. Well, that's something right there. Can I grab onto it, though? Oh, it's a little difficult. But I think isn't that an auriculotherapy tool? I thought you said it had been a while since you'd had any auriculotherapy done. Well, someone lost their tool in your ear. Okay, so this has been going on a while. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're we're just going to go to the other ear. That wasn't quite the end of the other side either. Let's hope we're getting pretty close on this side. Just looking around here, seeing how I'm gonna get this last little bit out here, because that's what's really blocking the last bit of the ear canal. But it looks pretty wide. I'm not really sure how we're gonna go about this one. I wonder if maybe, let's see. Okay. That's that. I can see it and I can get a bit of it. Just not sure. Not sure how we're gonna get. Let's see, I'm just gonna. No. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, so I'm just going to be very careful here. Let's see. A fake candle. Does this still work? Still works if you want it. Well, let's hope that one's the last little bit. So, take a peek here. Let's see if indeed that was the last little bit. Oh wow. We can actually see the tympanic membrane. And somehow it's not like ruptured or anything. It's intact. I mean, the skin's a little irritated, but it's definitely not bad at all. Okay, alright, I hope that we have the same luck on the other side, because I think with that it's really just going to be a little bit of time and maybe some air drops, but that's definitely fixable. How does this feel? Not better. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just check out the other side, and hopefully that one's about done too. And then we can get everything all fixed up for you. After the candle thing, I feel like maybe there probably isn't much left to go. Since we got that all cleared out, I'm just going to wipe off the tweezers and we'll see what we can find. I'm not sure if any of these items you actually want to take back with you. Kind of a smorgasbord. I mean, at least the DVD and CVD and some of the other things can be wiped off. But, yeah, I don't know that I would hold on to, like, the hairbrush I can definitely feel, I can feel a sort of block back here, but I just feel like I can't quite get, no, there we go. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. There's like nothing to grab onto. I think I'm just gonna have to try to just pull that out by hand. Are these quartz crystals? Maybe some kind of a geode, maybe? You can see, oh, isn't that pretty? You can see the crystal formation, the base of the crystal there. These little ridges here. You can see the minerals, the cut rock here. So, I imagine this was pretty painful to have in your ear. It looks like this was probably the first thing that was in there. So, how are you feeling now? Do you mind if I just... Okay. A lot better. Yeah, I think that was it. Let's take a little look. And see if there it is. There's the tympanic membrane. It's very nice to see you. Very nice to meet you indeed. So, yeah, like the other side. Not too bad at all. Just irritated. Just irritated, but no perforation. Color looks good. So, I talked about doing those drops, and yeah, I think we're going to want to see you back again. So, just give me a second to clean things up, and we will get you all checked out. Well, that was certainly a lot of things that we pulled out of the ear. I mean, everything from a dental model to a paintbrush. There's quite a lot going on, but I think that we just need to do a little bit of eardrops. I feel like I've completely given my workspace up to the things that were in your ears, but I'm going to prescribe some eardrops. We're going to let's do twice a day. And let's go ahead and go, let's do 2 weeks, just to make sure, because things were really irritated. And other than that, I think that maybe it would be practical of us, pragmatic, to schedule you an appointment for maybe 4 to 6 weeks from now, because I have a feeling that all those things in your ears didn't just happen overnight. So I want to get ahead of that curve, whatever that curve is. So I think that, 4 to 6 weeks, we'll do a follow-up. And then I can also just check on the health of your ears. Okay. All right, so you can make the appointment at the desk, and I will send this prescription to your pharmacy, and I'll see you in about a month or so. Okay? All right. I would say thank you for coming in and letting me clean out your ears, but really thank you for the entertainment. This has definitely been one of the wackier work days. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. There is a link to my Patreon in the description box below. And I offer a lot of perks. We have ad-free access, early access to videos, Patreon exclusives, audio downloads of all my content. Quite a bit going on there. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a whale of a day. And a good rest of your night.